Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat, joined by Ollie today. He wants some attention next to me. Today is Tuesday, May 9th, 2023. Oh boy, we had a weekend. A weekend did happen since the last time we met. It was my mother's birthday on the 5th, May 5th. Basically, it was just a relaxing day. It was a relaxing weekend. We didn't do too awfully much. On her birthday, we had some errands to do. I had to send in my return for that 512 gigabyte micro SD card. Got that sent out, and Amazon actually did the actual refund the moment that I handed it off to UPS. Like, the moment it got scanned, that it was on its way, they just gave the refund, which is nice, which is very nice. Later that day, we went to Wegmans to get a birthday cake. We came back, then we went out to eat dinner. And we went out to an Italian restaurant. Yes, Italian on Cinco de Mayo. And we ordered pizza. We ordered one of their very large pizzas, like 16-inch pizza. It's huge. It was huge. And we ate that for like 3 days. We had like one slice of the pizza that day, because we also got like cheesy garlic bread, and we had appetizer, and we had like actual bread on the table. So in the end, we only ate one piece each of this huge pizza, so it lasted a little bit longer than otherwise. And then afterwards, it was cake at home. Gave her her gifts and the card. I got her a book and a rather large desk light, quote unquote desk light. It was a book and a light to read it with, essentially. So this light clips. It has a great big clip on it, and it's a really long LED light. It's massive, massive, massive. It's really meant to be clipped onto a desk to have over a flat surface to make reading documents on a flat surface easier. She's going to use it to look at jewelry, because it will be really nice for having extra light where she looks at like jewelry lots, to sort through those things. But yeah, so it was a decent day, very relaxing. In the evening, we watched on Amazon Prime a movie. We watched The Lost City, one that I've been wanting to watch for a little bit. It's a action comedy movie with Sandra Bullock and Daniel Radcliffe as like the villain in it. It was funny. It was fine. Had been wanting to see it for a little while. And it was a good end of the day. So besides that, what else? Played the game. Played Hawkeye Star Rail. Yesterday I cooked chili in the Instant Pot. I made a big batch of chili, and I have enough meat for another batch of chili when I need to make another batch, which will take a little while. I ended up getting a great big 5-pound roll of the ground beef. Used half of it for this chili. Chili with kidney beans and lots of various tomato stuff. That was pretty easy. The hardest part is just preparing all of the veggies, like getting all the veggies not cooked, but chopped up, and then sauteing in the Instant Pot the meat and onion. So it had an onion, it had the meat, had to cook that before pouring in everything else and setting it to go on the pressure cooker side. Yeah, it just takes a while because I had to chop up onion, which we have a little food processor that I use to chop up the onion, as well as a red bell pepper, a green bell pepper, 4 jalapeno peppers as well, and garlic, couple cloves of garlic pressed in our garlic press. And then opening the cans of all the other tomato stuff, paste, crushed, diced, and getting the kidney bean cans opened, drained, and then everything just put all together once the meat is done cooking in the saute. So yeah, turned out great. Very, very spicy without even adding any hot sauce. To me, it's relatively mild, but I have a very high tolerance to spicy foods. I actually enjoy the taste of ghost pepper. So, that's sort of where I'm at with spicy foods. I actually enjoy the taste of ghost pepper. It actually tastes nice. I can actually taste it over the spiciness. And I prefer it over just straight spicy, like pure capsaicin type hot sauces. I don't prefer, because I want flavor. There needs to be flavor in there. So I prefer the actual peppers, because at least the peppers have a taste to them. So that was that. As I said, I was continuing to play Hawkeye Star Rail. And at this point, I have finished the story content and the side mission content and the exploration of all the useful exploration content. There's still like little collectible reading material things that are left, and really that's about it. I've done just about everything that I can do, so now it's just spend the stamina, the trail plays power, every morning and evening, exactly like in Genshin Impact. So now I have a couple of daily things to do, slash also weekly things to do. At this point, the only thing that I could spend time on in game, two things that I could do. One is go around every map killing every enemy every day, which takes a little while and is quite boring. The other is I do still have progression that I could do in the simulated universe. I have completed through World 6. I actually beat World 6 on the first attempt when I was in the previous Equilibrium level. I'm now at Equilibrium 3 and Trailblaze 42. That's like my account level is 42. And the world's level is 3 of like 6 in the end. But yeah, now it's... I have unlocked a couple more levels, like further difficulty levels of previous worlds of World 3 and 4. They have a level 2 that is available that I have not cleared yet. There is a reward for clearing them the first time. But in particular, there's this ability tree that as you complete Simulated Universe, you don't even have to win. You just have to go through rooms in this mode. You get ability points to spend on this ability tree. That is a permanent unlock upgrade system that applies every single time you go into Simulated Universe. So getting that finished is technically a priority, is a thing that I could do. I could farm Simulated Universe for ability points to make future attempts a little bit easier, because every week you can get rewards for accruing a separate set of points by doing things in Simulated Universe. And as your account level increases, as the world rank increases, you can get better rewards and you have to accrue more points as time goes on. So yeah, just, it's a thing. It's a game that is designed to get you to come back every day and every week to play it, and I'm okay with that. I'm just ever so slightly disappointed in the amount of story content slash lack thereof at the moment. But there'll be more every 6 weeks, basically. Every patch should add more content to experience in the game, and we're not even halfway through this initial launch patch. We've still got like a week left before we're halfway through the initial launch patch. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say going into today. The cats are, well, Dolly is under my bed right now. She's resting quite comfortably under my bed, and Ollie is just around. He was here, now he has left. So, what did we do last time in Factorio, and what will we be doing today? Well, last time we met, I'm trying to think, we built stuff. We just built random stuff that we had access to. There was really... I don't remember too much of a specific build exactly that we did. What was our previous stream? Our previous stream was Simic boilers. So we set up hot air Simics. That was what we did last time. We went we set up this little setup over here, making up to 5,000 hot air per second was what I had planned for. I did not quite have enough speed modules to support it. I now have the speed modules and I have set it up. So that's a thing. Also had like done something somewhere with the bedding, I guess. Prioritized bedding into here. I don't think I've gone and scaled the bedding at this point. That unfortunately was not among the things that I really did. We did go over there and upgrade buildings to Mark III with increased productivity. So there's at least that. And it looks like I actually have enough bedding for everything at the moment. So the other thing that one of the things that I did between streams was put Simic power in. Simic boiler-based power in. This is a lot of Simics. This is a lot of Simics. It is 200 boilers, and in the end, it's something along the lines of 80 gigawatts of power. Yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit of stuff. So they boil, they make 2,000 degrees C steam, pressurized steam. That goes into the turbines, and everything is fantastic. Everything is awesome. I wanted another, like, 5 at some point, because that's, like, the 100 gigawatt range. That's another 20. That makes it 100 gigawatts. But I'm thinking of trimming this off and adding, 10 on here, so it will ultimately be 30 for 120 gigawatts. But for now, it's fine. I do not have enough speed modules at the moment to add effectively another set of 10. To do that, I need 200 speed modules just to add 10. Because it's 10 lines, which is 100 of the Simic boilers, ultimately. So yeah, it's stuff. It's all running off of this one Typhoon Bay. It's absolutely glorious. It's glorious and magnificent. I like it. I like it quite a lot. That was not the only thing that I have done between streams. I have just this morning gone and finished the original plan on the Numels and set up 48 on the line of the Numel artificial reefs. So I do have my ink. The ink is on the network. Hallelujah, we have Numel ink now being provided on the network. And since everything is all set up properly here, I am not bringing in extra guts. Remember that this process, we get exactly as many guts back out from slaughtering the Numels as we need to remake the Numels when we are slaughtering for ink. We get exactly the amount back that we need. So it should be fine, just the way it is. Should be. Huh. Famous last words. Over here, you may notice something not existing anymore. Yeah, so I deleted the entirety of the old power plant. That was the coal power plants with the Mark I and the Mark II steam turbines. Those are gone now. I have no more Mark I or Mark II steam turbines in the base. It does not exist anymore. I still have the Mark III set up down here in this area. I will probably just keep this here. I don't see a good reason to just get rid of it right now. As long as I've got the fuel, the ore density down here. This is a much denser coal patch than this guy up here. See, I was already mining out some spots on this. I did keep the molten salt production. I'm actually only using one of these nodes of salt now for the molten salt. I did some bacon action for this, and I got rid of some of the other random stuff that was still sitting here from very early in the game, including a little thing that was making like acetylene. I got rid of that. I replaced the acetylene with gasoline to fuel this. So now everything is pretty nice. It's pretty nice out here. Scaled up sulfuric acid a bit. Still, like, need more trains, I guess, to move all of it that I need across the base. I need a lot. I need a lot of it. What else? What else? I can say that I am lacking in Relesia in the base at the moment, and there was something else I don't quite remember. But there was something else that I know that is limiting. Etching solution, I believe, is limiting right now. And I believe that that is from a lack of hydrogen peroxide. So I'll need to scale up hydrogen peroxide and Relesia at some point. There are other things that I have scaled up, though, specifically for the mall in between streams here. That being, some of this stuff. Electronics grade silicon. I have made in the mall at this point. Particularly because I needed more. We need these things called polycrystalline silicon slabs for multiple things now. We need it for more than just making the stuff here, these silicon wafers. We need, wherever the hell it is, somewhere, these. We need these specific ones for multiple things. So this eats up electronics grade silicon, and it eats a lot of it to feed some of the things that we had ended up building in previous stuffs. Because we set up like the claw pole engines, we set up like condo cores, condo processors, all that good stuff. We've got superconducting servo mechanisms, we've got NEMs. These optical parametric oscillators are limited, or are they all just getting made? Or is it a lack of YAG? It is a lack of YAG laser modules because I haven't made the cobalt fluoride here yet. So I'll need to make the cobalt fluoride. What I have made is cobalt extract. I have set up cobalt extract here with localized cyanic. I've actually done localized cyanic and localized ammonia and localized urea. I have beaconed urea. This makes a lot. This makes a lot of the extract. And this right here, this makes a lot of the ammonia. Actually, I made the ammonia out of the nitrogen, hydrogen, and chromium recipe, the regular recipe. That is sending. Oh yeah, I've got more rayon. I've got rayon here. Much more rayon. I've got coal out of wood twice because we need so very much of that stuff. I've got, here's the carbonyl sulfide. That's part of that. And yeah, here's vanadium. Here's extra vanadium from yeah, proton receivers. So there are two particle accelerating recipes available for vanadium. One uses proton receivers, the other uses proton donors. The proton donors costs boron, and I really didn't want to spend boron. I'm much more comfortable spending sulfur on the proton receivers. So even though the ratio isn't as good, even though it will spend a bit more crystallographic substrate overall, which is a little bit more rayon overall, I went with this one. This makes a few units. It's enough to support my production of super steel, molten super steel. Needs vanadium. And that was a limiting thing. I was limited by vanadium on the molten super steel. I might still be limited by something else at this point on the molten super steel. I was just getting rid of as many bottlenecks as possible. We now have a full box of super steel, which is fantastic. I am happy to see that that is no longer a bottleneck, but I wonder what has returned as a bottleneck for the other things like the U. Like the U. Aluminium plates. A plate issue, huh? Alright then. You may also notice a few buildings have been upgraded to Mark III. I have access to many buildings at this point that are Mark III. I've increased the types that are being crafted right now. While I've unlocked a lot, I'm not actually making all of them. I'm making them as I need them, pretty much. So, in particular, I've unlocked casting and I've unlocked the smelting stuff. So that's happened now. That was previously noticeably missing. Now it's working on the machine, on the oil industry machinery, which unlocks chem plants, which is very, very important. I do want that Mark III chem plant. And that is many ingredients. I wanna just throw out there the concept that that is a lot of ingredients. That's just a few ingredients for that thing, but we have all of them. We have all of those things. So it's quite a simple matter to make the Mark III things. In fact, at this point, we can make every single Mark III building. Period. We can make every single Mark III building that we get access to at this tech level. Of course, there are a couple of Mark III buildings that are really Mark IVs that have Mark IV costs that unlock later. So just to keep that in mind, there's the like particle accelerator Mark III and the molecular assembler Mark III that is actually really a Mark IV. Right, I needed like powdered phosphate because I wasn't actually making any more myoglobin for whatever reason. I guess I just never did this to begin with, so now I'm doing this. I am bioprinting come-out tendons, which it appears as if I am limited on my bioprinting by my fetal serum. Great. I will need to make additional fetal serum, apparently, at some point. Don't know when exactly I will do that, but I will have to do that at some point. So all that being said, just, you know, the theme has been squishing bottlenecks, as many as I possibly can. I will note that I have taken a lot of techs. I have actually completed a lot of techs since the last time we met. In fact, I have completed enough techs that we can make every single item for beacons at this point. We can make the beacons. I can even make the Bob's Mark II beacon. at this point. So it's fantastic, it's wonderful, and absolutely magnificent. It's just gonna take a bit of work to get these guys, to get Intel units. We need to finish quantum batteries. Last time we worked on getting quantum batteries, we worked on some of the steps, maybe, if I did even any of them. We got we got gas splatter bioprinting. That's what we, like, did as part of this. So we need to do all of the rest to get into the quantum batteries. I've scaled down how many I will make of these quite considerably. And yeah, so Intel units. We need the quantum batteries. We need photonic chips. We need biofets, additional cooling systems, and circuit 3s. We need cross-section LEDs. We need fault current inductors, condo processors that we're making already. We need nanochips. We need paradiagmatic resistors. We have circuit 4s, which we've made already. We have supercapacitors, and we have solder, and we have the optical fiber already. More and more of what I'm building is in the mall instead of on the rail network. Is that simply the power of bacon? Mostly. It is a matter of me being lazy and a matter of, oh, it's a bit easier to build multiple things around individual beacons. Like trying to make the best use of beacons as I can means I have to build compactly, and I can have a lot of different processes being affected by a single beacon if it's all centralized. So realistically speaking, I'd say the number one reason why I'm doing all this in the mall right now is because I am lazy. And the rest is just benefits of being lazy. Because, yeah, sure, I could do a lot of this scaling on the train network. I could do a lot of this other stuff on the train network, but I just don't feel like it if it's not necessary. It actually isn't necessary. We are dealing with volumes that are either really small or exceptionally large. And both of those things favor robots over trains. And the bit rate has died. And the bit rate died. Wonderful. The bit rate died. Is it returning? It's ish. Returning-ish. It's returning-ish. But yeah, as I was saying, as we continue to get drop frames, or not really drop frames, it's just the bit rate is down. There's actually no drop frames, it's just the bit rate dying on me. Thank you, Cox, so very much for this. It's back, but it's about to have more issues because it just lowered again, down to like 2 megabits, 2.5 megabits, when it should be 6. So it's about a quarter of what it should be. I don't know why. Yeah, so for a little while there, Cox, I had issues on the download speed. Actually, it was the download speed that was like a third of what it should have been for like a couple of weeks, but that recently came back. I haven't noticed many issues, but because the whole time the upload rate was fine, so now we're having upload rate issues. Great. Fantastic. This is our lovely 30 megabit upload connection, providing me with a whole of 3.8 megabits. Oh, there's 4.9. That's improvement. It should be like 6, but anyway, what was I saying? I don't even think I care much anymore about what I was saying. We got to do all this, and yeah, making the things that I don't have here. It's a few steps. It's a few steps to do this. So, yeah, I may not make this today. We may not finish Intel units today, but we'll at least have the quantum batteries finished today. At the very least, quantum batteries will be finished. But there is one other thing. There is one other thing to mention, like over yonder, where I started off the day. I have been looking at the actual like pi alternative energy things. Who would have thought? Pi alternative energy has energy things. I wanted to investigate some alternative energy things. In particular, I've been looking at these solar concentrators. Now, from what I can tell, the solar concentrator, you need the actual concentrator and you need the dish concentrator, the Stirling dish concentrator, because I think that this is the dish that surrounds the actual main thing. I don't know. This takes molten salt in and it produces molten salt and steam. 3000 C steam. So there's this solar concentrator. So what is our mechanic here? Yes, there's a wiki page for it. I figured that there would be. So we have thermo-solar 1 and 2. Alright, the LFR panel and the Stirling dish concentrator both use the sunlight. So it's the actual concentrator thing that uses sunlight to warm up molten salt. Can be used to generate power in the thing. Adding more panels on concentrator or concentrators increase the speed at which the salt is warmed. It adds that much, and that adds 800. You can take a while to warm up initially. Yes, yes. So this is like heat pipe mechanics, pretty much. I need to, like, there's still some ingredients I don't have here, and we are going to be making mirrors Mark II today. So even though I don't really have the aluminium. Hey, can I, like, steal some aluminium from somewhere? Some aluminum? Aluminium! Who's got the yummiest of alumin? This might take a minute. Who's got aluminum? Really? How unlucky can I be? Aluminium. You'd think that there'd be some sort of Mark I thing that uses it, right? Plates? Who uses you? For infrastructure. Those things. Okay. Those are back here. Excuse me. No, they're up here. Hello. You. Right. Oh. As I get the delivery in. Wonderful. Took so long that we got a delivery. Great. Where is my lube? I need lube. Glorious lube. Where's my loop? I've gone too far. I've gone way too far. There's my lube. Lube. Okay. Just wanted to, like, see. Yeah, so we've got all the things but the mirrors. So we just need to make the mirrors, but we will be making the mirrors as part of Intel units. So that will have to wait a sec. So basically what I need to investigate is what is the space/infrastructure cost of doing solar concentrators for power. In fact, I should be able to set the turbine here and then find the solar concentrator recipe. And be like, hey, give me, no, 100 gigawatts. So that tells me, oh god, that's a lot of buildings. That's a few buildings there. And who the hell knows how much, of the stuff I would need. Unfortunately, it seems that Hellmod does not have the ability to tell me how many, like, of these guys I would need, the dish concentrators. It just doesn't tell me how many of them I need. What I do know is that I would need 1676 throughput of the molten salt getting heated up. So that's a thing, maybe. It seems like it would, at this phase of the game, be a bit excessive in terms of the infrastructure costs and potentially space costs as well, compared to the strength of my modules with something else that's capable of using modules, is how I'll word that. Something that is stronger, but from the fact that I'm using Bob's modules. Anyway, we can do things now. We can do progression now, I think. Let's get these quantum batteries. By the way, we're over 1,000 hours in. In fact, we are 1,015 hours into this save. This is the first save that I have ever had that has gone for 1,000 hours. Just so's we are clear on that. This can be sped up. Alright, this stuff with chloromethane and chlorine and hot air, this needs to be placed, unfortunately not here. Because... Alright, there's hot air, not chlorine though. There's chlorine up there. The issue is getting chloromethane here, because that's a different item entirely. Hmm. Alright, chloromethane. Oh boy. Needs to go in up here. Great. Fantastic spot for that to try to go. So chloromethane is being made over here. What? Chloromethane is different. Right. It is not this. That's ethylene chlorohydrin making chloroethanol. This is different. Okay then. This being different, what makes you methanol and hydrogen chloride in a methanol reactor, which I do have the Mark IIIs. So that makes this much easier. But the problem is now methanol. Methanol, I believe I do have somewhere over the rainbow. Methanol. Methanol. It is over here. So, hey, we have to either bring the HCl. Oh, there's HCl. Okay. Convenience. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. We'll have to bring this, like, over there. Way over there. And then all the way back. Great! The issue of quote-unquote fluid bus is that I would have to completely destroy and rebuild the entire mall in order to do that, and, well, lazy. There it goes. It needs to be faster. I don't think I'm in range of another 1.5. Ta-da! Now, bring this over. Wait, how far over? Have I gone too far? Okay, we're still going. Thingy. Thingy. Huh. I would say that 50 is on the low end. There it goes. Yeah, I would say 50 slots of fluid bus stuff is a little on the lower end. There are that many fluids in the game. So, yeah, you might want a few more than 50. I mean, a lot of this is intermediates, and some of this isn't even active in the current state of the game. But, there are a few fluids. There are a few of them. Yeah. Just pointing that out. Okay, that is DCM, dichloromethane. Great. It's here, it's ready. Next. I'm going down when I really need to go up. Because the Perylene is over yonder, I think. Where's the Perylene? Perylene. I'm pretty sure I was making that here. Or not. Or not. Alright, not then. Perylene was used for something already, but it appears as if it wasn't anything I've done. Oh, there you are. Hello, Perylene. Yes, you were used here. Yeah, you were used for this stuff, whatever the hell this stuff is. Thing is, this particular Basolite C300 is going to need Cumin. And that I do not have here. Alright, you. Cumin. This one is productive. I would rather do this. I should have some... That's propane? Yeah. Or at least the ability to make the propane. Propane is in one of these, right? No, that was styrene. Dang it. Propane... Gasifier? Yes. Gasifier. Da 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 da. Steam and syngas. Syngas? Great, there's coal gas, not syngas. Where be? Where be syngas? Right, there be syngas. Oh, great. Autosave is autosaving. Oh joy, it's that line again. Whoops. Constructobots. There you go. How convenient. Oh yeah, you are extremely productive. Probably need more than that. Nah. Okay, do this. Alright, just add phosphoric acid. Now, where is my phosphoric acid? That is the phosphoric acid right there. What a wonderful choice of a line to draw. Would help if it wasn't already occupied. Oh, by the way, there was another use of phosphorus acid that was added into the game as a requirement to beat the game. In case you were not aware, previously, phosphorus acid was only really used to make phosphoric acid and was involved in high-grade lead processing / silver processing. But it has been changed. There's been an extra thing added to it. In-gap. Also, ethyl mercaptan as part of pesticide 2s. But yeah, Z3 reagent. I guess also for bio-ore now, so yeah, I suppose it does have that extra use outside of Z3. Point being, they've added more uses to this stuff, which is, you know, it's nice to have more uses for this. More than just one optional thing. Now the optional thing isn't optional anymore. And you need other stuff. In-gap, which I believe is indium gallium phosphorus. Those are like the three things. Oh yeah, rare earth oxides. Did I point out that I've made rare earth oxides here in the mall? Have I pointed this out yet? I did this today, this morning. Set up a few extra rare earth oxides through the power of a few bacon, of a few units of bacon. Yeah, this it isn't quite the 75, I think. No, it's at least the 75. But here's the thing about the power of Mark III productivity on this chain in particular. This is the thing about this specific chain. You see, I'm making 75 for less than 1 ore. So these are the volumes of the inputs to this volume of output. And yeah, I went with the cyanic one here because I just didn't really want to spend the more sulfuric. But yeah, so it's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. I could actually put the sand and oxide onto my network, excess amounts of those if I wanted to, but nah. Nah. Alright, well that's the Cumin for this. Now it's just a matter of solids in and solids out. Basalite C300. Done. For whatever else that's used for. Alright, then we have this guy in this mixer. This is not a productive process, which is why I still have the Mark 1, or the Mark 2 mixer, excuse me. Yeah, if it was productive, I would absolutely do the Mark 3 mixer, but I see no point in that when it is not productive. These buildings, Mark 3 buildings, and especially at the Mark 4 buildings, are very inexpensive to build. They are a bit expensive to build. So if I can avoid using them willy-nilly, that would be great. It would be most ideal. Well, isn't that just lovely? Ew, isn't that just lovely? I picked the wrong. And when I have beacons for speed with Bob's modules, the extra base speed doesn't necessarily matter as much. What matters is the fact that we've got more module slots in the increased mark level of buildings and can use that for productivity. Because that's 40% per slot. At Mark 4 with 4 slots, it's a lot. It's quite nice. Okay, the worst recipe in the game. I will need to actually build that cobalt fluoride now, won't I? Cobalt fluoride. I will need you. I will need a significant amount of you. You need to be at acid gas and hot air. Wonderful. I think I actually brought acid gas over. And down. Alright, that actually is a lot better for me if the acid gas has been brought down. Yeah, because I know I've also got the hot air brought down over here, right? Yeah, I've got hot air over here, so I could actually bring that acid gas over. Over this away. To where I have that hot air. Or at least close enough to it. So that when I place this down here, it'll be quite easy to pull off the hot air. And there we go. And I just so happen to be making a bunch of both of these, like 30 extract at least, and more than 75 oxides. So yeah, I should have enough cobalt fluoride going forward. Cobalt fluoride is involved in making artificial blood, right? And GTA. Yeah, so I'm going to need this anyway. I'm going to need to make GTA. Yeah, I will need to get to do this get around to doing this at some point because the GTA is going to be required for Rika and for anti-tumors and for anabolic RNA and for Atom 42 gene samples and zinc finger fusion proteins and recombinant erythropoietin. Used for lots of things, that GTA. It is very much required. Speaking of which, I wanna point out perfect samples. So, perfect samples have a lot of ingredients, right? The thing about it, though, is it is easier to get these now than it used to be. And I wanna just point out that perfect samples should really be productive, but we ignore that. Come-out tendons, we just have. Venom glands, we just have. So if we look at each of these organs, keeping in mind snare hearts, you need to like launch a dingret into space. So that one is a little bit different. Just a little bit different. All these are based off of upgraded creatures. Almost all of these are based off of upgraded creatures. And autoantigens is a fluid. So, if you look at these upgraded creatures, it used to be a lot more difficult to get upgraded creatures because they had specific recipes in their creature buildings that would make these upgraded creatures. Now, in the current state of the game, in order to get these upgraded creatures, you upgrade a basic version of the creature. So, that makes it extremely easier to get them in the first place. That makes it so much easier to do this. It makes it much better overall because it won't matter. It doesn't matter how you get the Ulrich. It doesn't matter how you get the Xenos or how you get the Thadai, Scrondrix, Arthurians, etc. You just take what you're already making and then you upgrade them by adding the thing, like the anti-tumors, and in most cases also an antiviral, and you can speed it up with growth hormones in most cases. So it becomes a question of build a building. Place a building. I mean, it was previously place a building, but you also needed to have access to, like, the most advanced foods of all of these creatures, for example. So, like, for all of these, previously, you had to have the topmost foods of all of them. So you could do a advanced recipe that also happened to require anti-tumors and growth factor and antivirals and all that good stuff as part of it. And yes, while I'm thinking about it, I actually do have growth factor in the mall itself. So yeah, I should have, and I should use any recipe that requires growth factor, because then it just becomes a matter of like one Mark II building. And by then I'll have Mark III buildings, or at least have the access to Mark III buildings. So yeah, in many cases, it's just one building. Some cases, a few more, like with these Scrondrix, and with these Augs. But yeah, these are still extremely painful. They're just not quite as extremely painful as they used to be. Especially now that you need them for 2 sciences, not just 1. And they are not optional. Anyways, let's start this process, because I should be making YAG laser modules at this point, even though the YAGs are immediately getting spent on optical parametric oscillators. Thanks. Yeah, it's a good thing that this is in a molecular assembler, because it would not be good if this was productive and it was returning more YAG laser modules. There's a different thing that returns YAG laser modules. Oh yeah, you're noticing I'm over 1,000 now? I actually pointed that out earlier. We're at 1,015 hours. Yeah, this is the most time I've spent in any save. Ever. What was that? So how many hours have I spent in Factorio now? 6,168. A sixth of my life in Factorio has been on this one save. Great. Fantastic. Yeah, it's just a few things. Pressure pump, pressure pump. I'm gonna need a lot more than just one of these, aren't I? Yeah, something tells me I'm probably gonna want more than one. And they're gonna want speed. And they're gonna want beacon action. Give me EM4, FM5. Yeah, that helps, and that's enough. More than enough. "1D photonic crystals." Are a go. So, issue of the 1D photonic crystals is that they use an absurd volume of photophores. This is my biggest complaint of anything, I think, in the entire game to this point. I think that this is the biggest issue of the late game currently. 1D photonic crystals are way, 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 way too expensive on photophores and on silver and on graphene rolls. Like, the costs of these are way too high. way above and beyond significantly too high for the volume of these crystals that you need. It is absolutely absurd. Utter nonsense. The volume of stuff that you need here for this. It is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright, where did I build the deuterium? There. Glorious deuterium. How much is actually being used of the deuterium per second? 1.37. Yeah. Yeah. Great, another thing consuming special small parts. Yay. This guy needs to be in bacon range. Also needs what now? Niobium complex. That's going to be a little difficult. So I've also set up at some point stainless steel / molten stainless steel out of the advanced process that is using mostly molten stuff. And for the mostly molten stuff, among that stuff is niobium complex. All right. Bots. Bots have got to build the thing. So I'm just going to run a long-ass pipe. Get to that neo complex. Right. This is building... Oh, God. Up, over, yonder. So, this specific item is also used for another item as part of intelligent units. It is used somewhere in here. Where is it? Where is it? I know you're in here. I know I saw you in here. I could have sworn I saw you in here. There you are. It is used as part of finite difference time domain photonic structures. Finite difference time domain photonic structures. Where we need dielectric mirrors, distributed Bragg reflectors, and superconducting magnetic units, along with photonic crystals. Woo-hoo! So much crap involved in all of this. Yes. So, pipeline. Going up. You. That way. Yay. Ooh, at least we've almost finished for the quantum batteries. It will be nice having those accrue. So this will make more than one. Up to as many, like, 1Ds as I can provide it. What are you missing? Nanocrystalline cores. Really? But I'm making those. I don't have enough of those? You, hi. Is this not the same thing? I guess it's not the same thing. Alright then. Random. Random different blue box. Actually, no. Go up there. Within range of the beacon. Oh yeah, speaking of. I have 1,311 Mark III logistics spots in the network now, and I've got 8,137 Mark IIs. I've been accruing a few things. Just a few. I have 36 more. Go, go. Wonderful robots. Do the things. Do all of the wonderful things. Alright then. You can go here. Glorious. So I should have everything. Just needs this crafting. And now that it is crafting, I should get these pots, if you would please. There you go. Glorious. Beautiful stuff. There they are. Yes, yes. And that, as they say, is that. That is biobatteries. Biobatteries, quantum batteries, excuse me. Little more difficult than biobatteries. We got the quantum batteries at this point. Oh, hi. Mr. Cat is here. Hello, Ollie. Hey, big boy. So I have a quantum battery. Glorious. We've got the fuel for the most advanced trains. Oh, goodness. Do I even really want to? Do I even really want to with those most advanced trains? I don't know. It just seems wholly unnecessary at this point. Anyway, Intel units. Let's go. Let's go Intel units. What I want to do is I want to take these molecular assemblers and say Mark II and default all of them. There we go. Also, particle accelerators Mark II default all of them. Beautiful. Oh, have I unlocked? I have, I think. This changes things. I need to be building Mark III research centers. I think I've actually unlocked that tech at this point. I'm pretty sure I have. Where am I? Where are my thingies? My thingies. I can tell if I have Mark III. Yes, I've got Mark III of the doohickeys. So Research center. Research center, research center. There's Mr. Cat. Hi, Ollie. Are you gonna go on my chair? Are you gonna go on the chair? A big boy. Yeah, you gonna go up? You gonna go up? You. Research center. This is extremely important. I don't have that alloy. Titanium, cobalt, chromium. Yeah, big boy. Getting comfy. Titanium, cobalt, chromium. I could have sworn. Hi. That's not you. It's another random-assed square box. It's another square box that looks very similar to other square boxes. They're just random cubes. Cubes of very similar color. Alright, you. Titanium, cobalt, chromium, alloy, right? That's the one. Yes, I had aluminium, silver. I need this one. Oh, and you eat vacuum. I could have sworn I have you. What's the delivery here? Oh, Coke. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Gib. Vacuum. Efficiency. Speed. Speed. Request. Provide. And fuel. Ta-da. Alright. So that will be that alloy. And that will mean that I will have access to the Mark III research centers, which I absolutely want to default. I will use them everywhere, and very much importantly, these are highly productive. They gain an extra 40% productivity, and that very much affects a lot of the steps in here. A lot of things need research centers in the Intel unit setup. Alright, I think that covers it. Looks like there's 3 of these steps. 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 of the steps needed it. What else can take productivity? I have Mark III agitators. I can build that Mark III fluid, that wet scrubber. I can build the Mark III wet scrubber. So that I will set up. I just need to find the wet scrubbers. wherever they live. Wet scrubbers. That's scrubbers. Where be the wet scrubbers? I am blind. I am completely blind. Ah, crap, I have these now too, don't I? Wet scrubbers? Hello? There. Should have all of that. So the limiting factors here are circuit 3s and the small parts and the nanostructured materials. Those are the three things usually. What else in here is a step that is productive that is currently Mark II that I have the Mark IIIs of. I don't have the chem plants. That is my alarm to indicate that I am halfway through today's stream. Gene lab. Okay. Let me just get this agitator agitating. And this wet scrubber scrubbing. At Mark III. Oh yeah, it would be so nice having the chem plant. Alright, gene lab. I will need to make the gene lab Mark III. Alright, gene lab. Where are those? Right next to me. Here. Hello. Gene lab. Mark III. There you are. Good. Got the things. Yeah, limited to not that many. Hello. Yeah, I don't need to have that many. Lovely. Okay, so that should be all of the current buildings that I have access to. And I wanted to check if I've unlocked the high pressure furnace. The Mark III high pressure furnace. Have I unlocked you? I should have. I hope. There. Yes. Thank God. Finally. Absolutely bake those and make actually more of them than just two, because these are... I need a lot of them. In fact, I need so many of them that I'm just going to force it to happen. Really? Oh, there you are. Oh, you don't use special small parts. Cool. I can use that for something else. Oh, neither do you. Okay, you? You don't. Really? Nice. The wet scrubber, then. You, yes. You, I knew, would take them. Yeah, these guys. Hello. Take that, and you just need delivery of phosphate glass, and that will start making those. So, yeah, high pressure furnace, we need, we have dozens. We have more than 10 around the base of high pressure furnaces, a lot of which, almost all of which, are productive recipes. So getting an extra 40% on every recipe in a high pressure furnace for everything in the mall is going to be very nice to have. Extremely nice to have. However, we have reached the halfway point of the stream, so it is time to take a brief break. When I return in a few minutes from the break, we will be working directly on the Intel unit stuff. I'll be back shortly. And I have returned. Welcome back. Kitty has left, though I did see his baby, Mr. Cat's baby, his little like chipmunk. I call this one the chipmunk. His baby was on the floor here. He actually, I got up yesterday and I found Dolly's baby, the gray one. Found that one sitting in front of their water bowl, water dispenser, really, completely soaked through. Completely soaked. Ollie gave it a bath. That's for sure. Anyway, stuff, things. Let us continue with working on getting into Intel units. I make no guarantees that we'll actually be able to see Intel units today. Zero guarantees about seeing them today, but we will get as close as we can. Yeah, I don't really have to worry about the amount of power being drawn at the moment. So we can just do the thing. Wow, I needed so many lead plates that I had to do that thing. I needed so many small parts that I needed to do that thing. Ah, right. Yes. I needed to upgrade the throughput coming off of this trains. Oh boy. So, Oh god, I'm also remembering that I did not in this process break down butanol. Hello, Ollie. Welcome back. Hello, big boy. Hello, big boy. Yes, it's the big Ollie. That's the big Ollie. Yes. Hello, my boy. Hello, my boy. Yeah, big Ollie. How's that all? Yeah, you drank some water. You drank some water. Okay. Let's get to it. This is gonna suck, but we're gonna do it. There's lots of things here. Do I even have resveratrol already? No. I have the growth factor, but I did not end up making resveratrol. PKS, nope, we don't have any of that yet. So basically all this is from scratch, essentially. Where are those mirror Mark IIs? All the way up here. I want to make sure that I get these as soon as possible. Interesting that they're in the Glassworks building. Oh, hydrogen peroxide, okay. I can have this consuming methanol as the fuel. There you go. Gonna need the formaldehyde and ammonia and sulfuric acid. Great. Where are all of these things? I know I have ammonia and sulfuric acid and somewhere else that other stuff. So where be the everything? So ammonia be here. Okay. Great. Can you... Oh my god, I can't. There's no room. There's no room. Please. Thank you. Well, that's one. One down. Sulfuric acid. Well, I picked the correct line, at least, to draw. It's just that, it was not the most ideal. There we go. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We are working on getting into the intel units now. Everything will be glorious. I will need silver nitrate for you. Where is formaldehyde? Formaldehyde. I am making it somewhere. Oh, and I should be drinking energy drinks, by the way. That gives a speed up to the character, and I just haven't done it at all. Where is the formaldehyde? I know you're here, you little booger. There. Hello. Hello. You. Down. Good. Ta-da. Alright, that's the fluids. These will not be immediately made. I'm just prioritizing. Oh yeah, I guess I should... Huh? I picked up an entire box of that glass stuff. Where's... Ah, there you are. Of that prepared glass. It's like, please exit the inventory. There we go. Okay, I'm going to need silver nitrate. Ugh. Okay. This needs... stupid tholins. So up we go. Up and over we go. Hello, tholins. Hello, tholins. And that is silver nitrate. Oh boy, another required use of tholins. Isn't it lovely? I've made formamide here. I have made formamide here. Interesting. There's some other things that I could convert the formamide into. So that's actually all that I need to make the mirrors? Those Mark II mirrors? So those solar concentrators are, I guess, on the agenda at this point. Because that should be it. That should be all. Alright then, from the bottom. As things should be. Goodness. So you... Hey, it's another thing eating formaldehyde. Great. As well as acetylene. Acetylene. I'm not importing that, am I? No, I am, and it's over here. All of the way over here, but still. Acetylene is great. Okay, where am I? Where am I taking this acetylene? Acetylylene. Oh, it's there. Alright, acetylene. Just add plastic and nexel it. What now? Oh. No more methanol? No more methanol? It's on its way. So what are you? Butanediol? Butanediol? That's what I'll go with. Butanediol. Okay, well that's butanediol. And then we have to use that to make butyrol acetone. Butyrol acetone. No, not acetone. Actone. Butyrol actone. Or GBL. Part of me thinks that actually should say acetone, but oh well. Actone. Ac! Hot air. Where's the hot air? I just made a thing that needed hot air somewhere. All the way over here. All the way over here. Hello. Hello, hot air. Ta-da! Also, why yes, I do want those. Alright, that's getting made, and that means that's gonna get made. Yep. So now we'll have to convert the GBL into thingy, PVP, polyvinyl pyrrolidone. Polyvinyl pyrrolidone. Okay. Stuff things. Stuff and things. This one happens to need both acetylene and it needs the doohickey of ammonia. Ammo. Ammonia. Give me the ammonia. Oh boy. Stuff. Things. In, out. And that is that. So PvP. Where this gets used, I don't know. It's going to be used for something. Up above. I guess. Somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Alright, you conductive sheets are super simple. Mark III gas processing unit. No fluids required. Isn't that lovely whenever there's no fluids required? Yay. Glorious. Then this. Oh. Joy. Oh, bliss. Give fuel, and then you need glass and antimony oxide. Am I not already making these? I am already making these. I made those a long time ago. Anti-reflective glass. That's this stuff. I have it. I have lots of it, so that's one less thing, fortunately, to have to worry about. You need hydrogen. Also, more productivity, because I guess I'm dumb. But you... Ah, you make that. Okay. Good to know. In fact, just so I'm aware of this fact. Right. Yeah. Those things also used here. This will make, yep, the fiber brag grating. What that gets used for, I have no clue. I know that I'm making all of the things locally. So there's at least that. Hello. I've sort of got those other two things, but whatever. Low throughputs are low. Boric acid. Okay, let's get you moved out of the way. Because this needs boric acid. From diborane. From hydrogen. And stuff. That one's productive. That one can upgrade. They both can upgrade. Sure. Speed. Doesn't even need that. Let me save on my stuffs here. Save the stuffs. Yep, so that is the cross-section LEDs, and that is technically the fault current in inductors. Just need to have some bio batteries and superconductors, just other limiting factors there. They are set to get made. Oh, joy. Nitrogen mustard I already have here. So I can ignore the nitrogen mustard, because I do already have it. In fact, it's just a matter of putting down this guy there. And I have the Mark IIIs. They just need to bring it. Just needs to bring it. Ollie left me. Who knows? But I do need this, and this needs to be near a source of CO2. A source of CO2, huh? Is that like a thing I'm importing? I should make it local. So where is that? Ah, yes. The thingy was placed. It is an apocalypse. Yes, it is. It is a mess. It is a mess, but it works. It's functional. So I've stopped caring. It is most definitely an unorganized mess, disorganized mess, but it's my mess, and I like it the way it is. So CO2, source of CO2. What is a main thing eating CO2? What's interesting is that I know that I saw it just a little bit ago. So I was like, okay, well, there was CO2. Whatever. I can just make it on demand. So this can just get placed near the source of tholins, please. Up here. And the cat hath returned. Hello. Hello, big boy. Welcome back, Ollie. Oh, great. Stuff is in the way. Stuff is in the way. It's in the way. Not productive. Okay, put down a high pressure furnace. Making CO2 from biomass. Ta-da. Yeah, I figured as much. It's got, it has no speed bonuses, so this just makes 990. Almost a whole pipe of CO2 for 15 biomass. It's quite nice. So then this filter, fortunately, this filter can fit right where I need it to. For that, the issue then is just getting the pipe of this stuff. Alright, and then filters, of course. Input, output. Alright. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't really call this the mall. This is the mall. This is the base. And this is the base. This part right here, this is the mall. But the rest of it, this is the base. It is just the base. Okay, well that make those things. We've made those things at this point. Okay, we're getting there. We're making our way through all these stupid parts. Resveratrol used to be quite important. It is no longer important whatsoever. Resveratrol used to be one of the most important things that you could build in a base. Now it is not. Yeah, it's so sad that resveratrol is just non-existent use outside of just used to make PKSs at this point. They completely obliterated the entire concept of the cub raising through advanced embryology. So advanced embryology still exists. It's still a good tech to take. I still actually need to take it at some point. Assisted embryology, excuse me. Still need to take this tech. It used to be such a good tech, and it's still good. It's just good in a different way. Assisted embryology unlocks Arthurian cubs, Dilmo cubs, and Zipier cubs alternative recipes that are all productive as far as I can tell. So the Arthurian cubs go from spending science to get cubs to spending meat to get cubs, and it's productive. I believe it's a similar situation with the Dilmo cubs and the Zipier cubs as well, but in particular, the Arthurians are the most important one, and I really should get that at some point. It's just I'm unlocking buildings, and then I'm unlocking the Mark IV tower, which will be the last thing I need for beacons after intel units, And then I'm upgrading the Arcod Propolis recipe. This is just a straight up in-place upgrade to the recipe that increases its output. It uses like an extra Renea, but it increases the output considerably. Then I'm working on the other things to get into perfect samples. I guess I can get rid of these so that I could get the assisted embryology tech prereq. So it's botany into land animals into assisted embryology. And if I'm getting land animals, I could pick up Phytomining 3 while I'm here. Phytomining 3 will solve my issues, any issues involving gold and silver, ultimately. There's also a cobalt-enriched biomass that is available, but no, that's been available. Really what we get here is silver and gold, and the gold is very useful. The silver is also useful. The problem with the silver is that it gives you it from refined lead dust stage 3. And we're about to have a surge in demand for silver. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit much. So you need fluids. You need a few fluids. You need flavonoids as well as Arcod honey. Flavonoids. I am importing that up here, and the Arcod honey is all the way up there. So we're going all the way to the top to make resveratrol. I think I've brought up an organic solvent line to the top. If not, I've just got to run it. But 2 out of the 3 I know for certain are up here. And I am pretty sure organic solvent at some point made its way up here. Yeah, so I'll put this around here. So we've got the honey, flavonoids, and then organic solvent. Okay. Where is that? Do I have any organic solvent coming up? Don't think any of it is being used in this setup here, so... Oh, and there's butanol! Hey! I'm actually importing butanol. Glorious. I could actually use that as is. None of that is organic solvent. So it would appear as if I need to bring it up. Great. Fantastic. That means finding it in the first place. Okay, organic solvent. You have a pathway this way. Ah, right, you go all the way over there. Is that useful to me? With it going all the way this way? Because it makes it really super easy to bring this up. There we go. So that's all of the fluids. Now it's just solids in and solid out. Ta-da! Bring me my things! Glorious things, and that is resveratrol. Oh boy, now I need to be near magnetic beads. That's a solid, is it not? Yeah, that's just a solid. My bots can bring me all of these things. Right, I need to actually physically make one of these. Let's forcefully build the gene labs. They should be limited by circuits, I think. So if I can steal a few circuits. I should have some sitting in here. Just a few circuit threes. And then you take that. You are not limited by those. Ah, I will need the other things. All right. Okay. Those nanostructured materials, it looks like, is the issue. Yeah, nanostructured material is now the thing that is needed for those, so that there. And just so that I know that I'm making and have the research centers. Find my research centers again, all the way over here. Yeah, make sure I build those. Oh. You are now limited by circuits. Okay. Circuits. Build. Thank you kindly. You've built 2. I need another. I need at least 3. And I also need to replace every single one in the entire base with these, because most of the recipes that use them are productive, aka purple science. Would be really nice to have an extra 40% productivity on it. You know, that would be very, very exceedingly important to immediately go down and do this and do that. Yeah, that's super important. Yeah, big Ollie. Big Ollie. Yeah, that's the pretty Ollie. Big kitty. Okay. Well then, moving on. That was PKS's up here. I can do that, and I should have everything. I see that there's no Yadles, so I probably don't import those. Resveratrol is crafting. Yeah, I guess I'm just not bringing Yadles in. So let me add an import for Yadles. I'm actually running out of spots to import things. I'm down to, yeah, just a few. Yeah, I was not bringing in Yadles. Interesting. Oh. Oh. A lot of this is not in use. Okay, all of these are not in use. I see. So this guy, you're not Amiatals. Amiatals should be the next item in the line, which is you. Yadle yadle. Come on down. And that is PKS's. Glorious. I could build the Phaedisis now. I can officially make a Phaedisis. Because I have PKS's. I think that was the only other thing I needed to make Phaedisis. Anywho's ethanol. Ethanol. Water. Input, output. And this is perovskite nickelate. Perovskite nickelate. Alright, that's a thing. Next, ink. Ink. Numal ink, our first use of Numal ink. We did an entire 0.62 units of Numal ink. I'm making 10. I'm making 10 per second. But it's ink. I need ink. I could do this way over here. I actually have a couple of slots open for the Numal ink and other fluids. Hello, you bringing me things? Bringing me things? Good. Thank you for bringing me things. Yes, I've got these slots that should all be open. Ink. Glorious ink. Hello, ink. Thank you for ink. It is bringing me ink. Ink is... I died. That's a little odd, because the train was going past. I would have thought that I would have, collided, like, stopped with it. It just let me through. Yeah, I thought it would collided. Like, what? Like, what? Trains are solid objects, yeah. I guess I just managed to squeeze in between the locomotive and the wagon. Of all things, I think that death was the wagon and not the locomotive itself. Weird. Because I think it managed to step right between the locomotive and the wagon as it was going by. So it got, like, hit by the wagon. Oh, goodness. Hey, kitty. Yeah, it's my good boy. That's my good sleepy kitty. Yes. Yeah, sleepy Ollie. Yeah, grooming. Licky licky. Yes, licky licky. Alright, well, where's my stuff? Where's my stuffs? All the way over here. Gosh, and I'm slow too because I don't have the tiny start armor. Coming up. There you are. Hello. Now take a few minutes. Pick up all the junk. We got our armor, so that's good. I mean, we have infinite inventory, but the armor, I think, has a little bit of speed. I forget exactly. That FPS at dipping under 30 is not nice. Question? What question? Why not stream on Twitch? Because YouTube is a technologically superior platform. AKA Twitch doesn't let you scroll back live on the video at any point in time. So if you come in, you can't just scroll back to the beginning and watch at ×2 speed until you catch up with the current time of the live stream. I used to stream on Twitch. Not anymore. I'm still technically a no, you cannot. Not on Twitch. On Twitch, you can load up the VOD of the existing stream, but the VOD only goes up to the point at which you clicked on the video. I have the infinite inventory mod. That's what the mod is called. It's infinite inventory. Very, very simple. Yeah, so on Twitch, on channels that have VODs available, for one, when you click on the VOD for the active stream, it will only give you up to the point in which you clicked the video. It does not dynamically adjust to the current length of the stream when you do that. So, no, it's exceedingly annoying to attempt to catch up on what you've missed of a stream on Twitch. It's excessively annoying. And I will not go back to Twitch until they have like live VOD support. To be quite honest, I will not go back to Twitch until they are a better platform. Also, you know, YouTube is a 70-30 split, and for revenue, and Twitch is a 50-50. So there's sort of that too. So I have no incentive whatsoever to go to Twitch. Anyhoozle, we were placing this. And this was ink. And ink is up here. So I was trying to figure out a spot that I wanted to place this. This is probably not a good area. Alright, we did the thing. Alright, all that on its way. Huzzah. Oh boy, a lot of bots are active right now. I guess that's a good thing. Alright, that is bioreceptors. So all of that for bioreceptors. Okay. Next, garbage. I need aniline and hydrogen chloride. I have aniline down here. Yeah, so I also don't have to ever worry about, having transcoding available for people watching, attempting to watch the stream. So I can stream in whatever quality I want, at whatever bitrate I want, really, on YouTube. When I really can't do that on Twitch, I must stream at a lower quality. It's just not a good platform to stream on. Just fundamentally, it is not a good platform to stream on. It is technologically inferior in every way to YouTube. All right, where am I going to put this? I need that aniline, which is right here, and the hydrogen chloride, which is right here. The only thing it has going for it is is IRC chat, which is a thing that exists already. It is not something that is unique to Twitch at all, for that matter. But that's all it's got, really, is chat, and that's it. The chat is better. Woohoo! The chat is better. Yay! Alright, well that's that. What is using it? I don't even know. This sinter plant uses this pre-phenothiazine. They have bits which are not of value at all. You can watch at ×2 speed on YouTube. That is a feature of the player, and you can absolutely catch up live again. It's fine. There's no issue with that. That is not an issue. Try ethoxysilane. You need methanol. Great. And pressured hydrogen. Alright, this is better down here where I have this methanol line. What? Oh. It'd help being a tile higher. Pressured hydrogen needs a pressured pump. Pressure pump, pressure pump. Here are my pressure pumps. Here, pressure pumps. Not there, unfortunately. What? I would think that that would be in this thing. It apparently isn't. Okay. Where are we? We are here. So pressurized hydrogen is in a compressor. Just so we can be different. We are pressurizing in a compressor. and have to use water and gasoline. Where even is my gasoline? I've got gasoline right here. I actually have a compressor line right here. Great. Great. Fantabulous. Excuse me. Oh. Wonderful. Alright then. The hydroist of geniest. How much hydrogen do I need? Not. Not is the short answer to that. Not much. Alright, well, you've got pressured hydrogen now, so in and out. Good. Next. Oh, good, it's the butanol. So we made this stuff over here. So we've got this stuff here, this pre-phenothiazine. I also need butanol. The butanol is here. So butanol is here, right up here. I need it all the way over here. Yeah, so I think what's actually going to happen is I'm going to make the butanol over here, locally, propene, hydrogen, carbon dioxide. Is it just me, or does that seem like a very reasonable recipe? That seems like a pretty decent recipe to me. Especially since I literally can do this. I can just do a copy-paste. Oh, you didn't copy the thingy. You need steam. Steam, glorious steam. And you need syngas. Alright, syngas. That is the issue here. Syngas. Where do we have syngas? I don't think anything down here uses syngas. Oh, there. Right there. Propane. Right the hell there. I don't even need to make more of it, so I'm not going to. Yeah, there's no point. I've already made it down here. That is not a good line. This is a better, much superior line to draw. Alright, then it's just a matter of... Where did I do that thing again? Where did I do that CO2 again? I did a CO2. Just extremely recently. I wanted to copy and paste it, but I already forgot where I did it. Oops. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are working on Intel units. Beautiful and glorious intelligent units. The most intelligent of the intelligent units. Oh boy, you. Hey. Build. Why do I not have center plants on me? Hello? I've got them. They exist. I know they exist, so. You up. Frick. Frick. That works. Hello there. You. When I plonk the recipe, this down, I will also need to add rocket fuel. Oh look, more limited by aluminium stuff. So this is phenothiazine. Phenothiazine. Oh boy, that is definitely a thing. That is a chemical with a sulfur atom. That then needs allylamine. I have not broken down allylamine, have I? Have I broken down allylamine? I have not. Because I just noticed it's a thing that exists. Allylamine. You are next. You are next, allylamine. You need propane. Plus, you need ammonia. Plus, you need chlorine. Wonderful. Wonderful. Where be the ammonia? Ammonia. Ammonia. Could have sworn I needed ammonia. Okay, it was you. You needed ammonia. Ammonia is coming over here. Whoops. And then chlorine. Chlorine is uppies. Oh joy. Okay. That is allylamine. Why I need chlorine on a molecule that appears to not include chlorine, I don't know. I guess with it also not returning chlorine in this process. That doesn't make sense. I would imagine that this should be returning HCl. If it is acting as a helper, it should be returning HCl or the chlorine itself, because it appears based on the icon of this that the allylamine does not have chlorine as part of its chemical structure. It literally looks like C3 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C3H5NH2. That's what that structure looks like to me. Actually, no, there should be another hidden, there should be another hydrogen off of this, I think. Unless those are supposed to be double bonds. Somewhere. C3H6. Really, this one at the end here, that should actually have 3 hydrogens off of it, so C3H7 NH2 or NH3 should be NH2. Yeah. Either way, regardless, there's no chlorine in this. But anyway, stuff, things. You, the consumer of the allylamine, you are going to take things and make things. This is just waiting for a plate, aluminum plates to happen. Oh yeah, this is the one. 3-aminopropyl triethoxysilane. This is the one that had the amazing name. This is probably one of the most difficult to pronounce of the various chemicals in the game at the moment. 3-aminopropyl triethoxysilane. Aptes. APTES. Glorious. We are printing. We be printing now. Glorious. That is a lot of things. I don't think I have a couple of those in the mall. Yeah, I don't have this. I don't have PDMS, and I apparently don't have dynamycin either. Okay, we are going to need to break down dynamycin. If I haven't already in this plan. I have not. Alright, well, there's that. Dynamycin and PDMS, which we've already made PDMS, we're just not making it. Oh, look, more photophores. More photophores. Yeah, more photophores and fatty carapace. Great. Oh, there's zinc finger fusion proteins. Oh, great, there's GTA. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. PDMS. Yeah, I was thinking of making this stuff in the mall. The graphene rolls at scale in the mall. I did mention we're not going to be making Intel units today, right? I did sort of make this clear. Like, it's a lot of work to get into these, even after unlocking all of the things that we need to get them. This is just another, like, nail in the coffin, because, yeah, getting GTA, getting Atom 42, which also needs GTA, that's a few more steps. That's a few more steps. Nano carriers are new. I think. I'm pretty sure nanocarriers are new. What's new here? Cysteine. I don't remember making this. Yeah, I have not, because that's Stingrit fur. Pelts can be bioprinted. At least I know that I have the sodium aluminate. I'll need soda ash. All of this can upgrade to Mark III, but I'll just do the gene labs for now. So, wouldn't you know it, there's an entire freaking chain that I hadn't broken down yet as part of this. Just wonderful, beautiful things. Let's get this chain set up. Come on. Come on, Helmod, you can do it. I know you can do it. You're fine. I have the keratin from Simic slaughtering. I've got plenty of that. In fact, I'm actually, at this point, I'm using keratin to make bioscaffolds. I did do that switch over. Dimethyl dichlorosilane from chloromethane, copper grade 4, and silicon. Great. Might be easier to just put this stuff on the train network and bring it in by train. Yeah. So this is stuff. Dingert pellets. Am I slaughtering dingerts for spikes? Already. I should be doing that in the mall, right? Yeah. I am slaughtering dingerts for spikes. So I need to also filter for the pelts. Like if I'm making them and slaughtering them for their spikes, I can use the pelts as well. Means I won't have to set up another bioprinting setup for it. At least not yet. Alright, sorry, pelt. Pelt, not fur. Right, okay, unfortunately, I need to move this. Oops, to the left. There you go. That'll do it. There. It'll always move now, which, means I'll effectively just be killing Dingrit, even if I don't need all the stuff for them, but whatever is fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just void the things. Why are you... Why are you red belt throughput? Oh, because that. There you go. There you go, random rogue splitter. That's better. That's better. There's our pelts. There's spikes accruing again. This is just going at whatever speed. Okay. We can now return to our regularly scheduled programming. That doesn't need to be done. This could be Mark III, but I haven't made those yet, and I don't feel like waiting around to make those at this moment in time. So we're just going to go over here. I'm going to plonk this. Oh god, I need soda ash. Soda ash, is it being brought in down here? No. Soda ash is being brought in up here, though, yeah? Soda ash is not being brought in. Soda ash is not being brought in. I can bring that in. So we'll do this up top. Alright, soda ash. Soda, soda. Bring me soda. Beautiful. I will need you to void. You will need voiding, so I need to pull. Copy. Copy. Blah. Fur. The fur. Let there be fur. Alright, that is that. As they say. That is that thing. Canalgus! Oleochemicals! Canalgus. Pretty sure Canalgus takes oleochems. Does it not? Pretty sure where I have it being made, it should be here. That explains a lot. Yeah, pretty sure the Canalgus eats oleochems as part of it, so if I'm making this stuff over here, it's actually quite easy to set up because this stuff is just right here, ready to go. Now, if only my Constructobots went moving faster. Only my Constructobots could move faster, please. Please. There you are. Hello. Ta-da! Furs and chitin and keratin. Oh my. Or cysteine. Ta-da! Ethanol! Ethanol, not methanol, ethanol. Where is a supply of ethanol? Ethanol is up here. This is ethanol. That's all the stuff, and that is nanocarriers. Ta-da. Now we need the GTA. Great. I didn't actually break down the GTA, did I? In the end. No, of course not. I will probably need to import... I need to make the denatured seismite. That's the thing that needs to get made here. Right. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure I want to go the route that does not eat neuromorphic chips. That sounds like a wonderful idea. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a wonderful idea. Not eating neuromorphic chips sounds like a great idea to me. The problem is that this alternate recipe eats xeno eggs instead, and I don't have that many of those. It also needs formic acid and mutant enzymes, which can be mildly problematic. I have everything else. Alright, you know what? We'll do that. We'll make bespoke denatured seismite. It's productive. It's fine. Just needs formic acid, though, which I've brought in, I think I have formic acid. Or I have made it. If not, that's fine. It is fine if I haven't, because I have formamide right there, so I can make it at any point. Yeah, I'll just have to make it. We're going down. I'll have to bring those mutant enzymes all the way over too, which is gonna suck. But it's such a low volume of this stuff that I need that it shouldn't really matter in the end. And hey, with GTA, I could pretty much make anything at this point. GTA was needed for a couple of things, creatures at some point, but don't remember if they need it now. Right, where was I? There was I. I was gonna do this over down here. Somewhere around here. That was not the correct set of inserters. Right, I'm not producing original cortexes here. I need to import Chrydron for that. The xeno eggs will just happen when they happen. Because, yeah. Xenos? Excuse me? Oh, fish. You're limited by fish. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. It's limited by fish. Oh, looks like I'll need to make biological samples. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful, 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 magnificent stuffs. This will be done that way. There you go. Add that. So that will go there. I'll rotate a bit so that I can do the thing for this here. Okay. That's the formamide. The sulfuric acid. It's somewhere over here. I don't even know at this point. I don't even remember. It's somewhere. Sulfuric, where are you? Oh, sulfuric. Okay, there's the line. It is drawn this way, and it ends there. Great. Alright, sulfuric. Whoops. Alright, that is sulfuric, and this is the water. And that is formic acid for the denatured seismite. Just need to bring in the mutant enzymes. Need to slaughter for the cryogene adrenal cortex, because apparently I'm not doing that here. Need to import cryogene from the train network, slaughter them for their cortices, get biological samples existent, and yeah, I guess scale fish at some point. That'll be the denatured seismite for the GTA. I'll need to place the GTA near ethanolamine, and I'll need to have the Flutec PP6 as well, which, you know, that was part of the cobalt fluoride stuff. May as well break that down. Flutec PP6 from cobalt fluoride, or from Decalin and cobalt fluoride, and the Decalin is like super simple. It's aromatics. Yeah, aromatics, hydrogen, next lit titanium. But for now, that is where I have to end the stream today. Folks, we have reached the end of our 3 hours. That was 3 hours working towards intel units. We should have them next stream. We did about half of what I needed to do, if you also include the quantum batteries that we got done. So we've made quantum batteries, and we've made a lot of the ingredients to get into the intel units. Quite a few of them, in fact. So yeah, and we're in the process of getting into the gene transfer agent, as well as denatured seismite for that gene transfer agent, so we can get all the way into these zinc finger fusion proteins for dynamycin. Oh boy, and we need the dynamycin so that we can make biofets. Biofets, oh boy, big chain, but we'll have everything else for it once we get into that dynamycin and the PDMS, bring the PDMS in. We still need to slaughter Dilmo for eyes. We need to slaughter Dilmo for eyes, which that's an emote, by the way. We have this as an emote, our stare emote. That'll be used to make animal reflectors, etc., etc. Well, yeah, there's just up quite a few more random junk items to go, including thorium oxide, which I'll need to make sure I make quite a bit of that for future trains. But anyway, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Show, but if you've enjoyed today's stream, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting the great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back to wrap up Intelligent Units on Thursday. I hope to see you all then.